Power 106.5 Speak Life Radio. It's your boy, Pastor Leon Purley, a.k.a. DJ Civil Rights. Now, tonight is a really, really special guest coming on the radio with us because I haven't had any DJs yet. So, finally, my boy, Robert Hanson, a.k.a. DJ Turbo from Long Island, New York, is here with us. How are you doing, bro?
Bro, man, I'm doing fantastic, man. I'm actually amped up to be here, dude. Like, I just want to say thank you. What you are doing here is impacting a ton. So,
man,
you're doing great, man. So,
okay. For sure. All right, so I appreciate that love, man. You know, I believe that God has definitely called DJs to give worship and praise to Him, and that goes for anyone that has a talent, man. Use it for the glory of God. It really does pay. And so having DJ Turbo on the line tonight, we want to get right into the first question. Salvation. How did DJ Turbo get saved? I know you came from Long Island, New York. You also now live currently in Oklahoma. So go ahead and share your salvation story.
Man, all right, well, I'm going to take you guys way back.
Do that.
I was raised in a strict Catholic home. And I was at church tons of times, so I knew who God was, and but I just didn't have what I have now. But I knew who He was, and I knew, I believed in Him, but I did not follow Him. So that actually helped out a lot. I was 25, man. I was in the clubs, doing all that stuff, and I fell in love, and it was just not correct. She was not the one, but now I can see that. Then I did not see that, man. I hit so hard, dude. I was into some pretty hard stuff, and my friend was like, dude, I want to invite you to church. I never even, I think me and him have talked twice, and he was just like, dude, I can see that you're in pain, and of course, I said, no,
Yeah.
So he asked me, and I said, yeah, sure. But I didn't go. And then he asked me again. I still, no. Then he said, dude, I'm going to break your legs if you do not come to church. I said, okay, all right, fine. Man, crazy or not, man, but that sermon was, I felt it. I was like, wow, this sermon is for me. The sermon, God is speaking straight to me, and as soon as they said, if you want to accept Him, man, my hands shot up straight up in the air, dude. I was a grown man crying. One, that's scary. Whenever a grown man is bawling his eyes out, that is terrifying. You do not want, there is something wrong with that guy. But wow. Yeah, dude, that is how I became to actually know Christ and be able to follow Him. Is actually from me being able to hit so hard down to where I knew that if I died, that I would go straight to hell.
Man.
So, yeah. So I knew that if I did not get right, things were not going to be good.
Wow, bro. So when you got that epiphany that, you needed to give your life to the Lord, how did DJ, play a role in that? Was it something you were into prior to salvation, or once you got into the church, walking with the Lord, you said, hey, this is something that I would like to pursue? How did that happen? And also, in the midst of explaining that, explain the definition behind DJ Turbo, how you came up with the name.
All right. So at first, when I I was in the 8th grade. I was on the track team, and I'm not a skinny man, you know. You know, I am bigger, you know, and I threw the shot put. And if you do not know, that is a big ball, and usually you have to be huge, you know. So at the state track meet, there was this crazy thing, and it was all for fun, but it's called the Fat Man Relay, and the team that won, bro, I am not even kidding, the team that won got a huge chocolate cake. Like, I can still see that cake, like, in my head to this day. Like, it was huge. And so I was the 4th guy, and that means I was the last one. So it was up to me, and I held on that stick, man. I sprinted as fast as I could, and I guess the way I was like, my whole team was like, he sounds like a turbo. And ever since then, dude, like, people started, they were like, your name is now Turbo, your name is now Turbo, and you know what, bro?
Yeah.
I took that and I ran, dude. Like, that, like, if that does not define who I am, then I don't know.
Wow.
And so, whenever I got into the scene, I was about 20. Whenever I got into that scene, I was just like, I guess I'll name myself DJ Turbo since everyone knows who that is. And so, yeah, like, that's kind of how it was. And it's crazy how I was blessed with this. It's just that, like, I was kind of, like, even before I followed him, like, I still, you know, would speak to him, and I said, hey, God, I want to do something cool with my life. And he did, dude. Like, it seems like it seems like overnight, like, I was just like, I want to be a DJ. Like, I want to take a song, put it into a second song, and, like, create something. And that passion just came out of nowhere, dude. And, of course, I didn't use it at first for God, but I did for me. And, well, let me tell you, man, in Jeremiah 29, dude, that one, that scripture is so spot on, dude. Like, for I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you, plans to never harm you, plans to give you hope in the future. That verse is just spot on to me, and I mean, I'm sure for everyone else. But yeah, like, if God gives you a talent, it would be really wrong for you to not use it to help build the kingdom.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeremiah 29:11.
Yes,
That's the
sir.
real deal.
Yes, sir.
For those who are just now tuning in, man, Power 106.5 Speak Life Radio. It's your boy DJ Civil Rights, hanging out with DJ Turbo. Man, this is a blessing, man. So explain to those listening, DJ Turbo, what the difference is. You're talking. You just got done saying, and I definitely agree 100%. Using your talents for God. How do you explain it to a club DJ who maybe on Facebook may say, hey, I believe in Jesus. I have a Jesus piece around my neck. I've always believed in God. My grandma raised me in the church. So what's the difference from you, DJ Turbo, going to church and being a DJ, and me being a DJ that believes in God, but I'm in the club? Explain that to the world.
I really don't know how to.
Because there has to be a difference.
Sound rude.
Yeah.
But I mean, if God gives you a gift, and I don't care what that gift is, He can give you a gift to knit 1,000,000 sweaters, and in a day, and if not do that for his name, then it's kind of stupid.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so and I'm just that dude where I will speak what is on my mind. Like, there's times where I don't really think about what I'm saying, but no, dude, like,
Cause what's the difference? Like, there has to be a difference that you saw. Like, man, like I knew I like you said you would talk to God, but there was something that happened that made you think like, well, maybe I need to be on the other side. Maybe I'm not really on the right side, but still DJing. So it's like, what is it like if DJ Tiesto was like, yo, DJ Turbo, what's the difference?
I feel happier. I feel more full. And I feel like I'm actually doing something that's good. Like it seems like in this time of age or whatever, that whenever people hear the name, you know, like if you are a DJ, people on the, like, it seems like that they will just assume that you are just not good,
Mm-hmm.
and you are only out because you get free, you know. Yeah, bro, I really do not know how to say this without having to sound like I'm rude. It just seems like there's so many of them out there that are out for the wrong stuff that it creates a bad name for the ones that are actually out for the ones that are good. Is that?
Yeah. So what would you? So what would you say, DJ Turbo, if God placed you in a stadium and there was 1 million club DJs about to die and you had 60 seconds to tell them anything you wanted, and there's 1 million club DJs in this stadium and you just took the mic. You have 60 seconds. What do you tell them? They're about to die. They have 60 seconds.
Well, if God put me in that spot, I'm just going to go ahead and assume that He will give me the correct stuff to say. But I would say, hey, you know, Jesus is good. And I would be straight up honest. I would say, hey, you guys are getting ready to die. And if you do not know God, and if you do not follow Jesus, if you do not confess it but with your tongue and believe it fully in your heart, you're going to have a rude awakening. And then I would ask, if you want to know God, let's pray. And I would just pray as hard as I can for the ones that I was able to help.
That's good.
So I would only assume that God would, you know, help, you know, be like, okay, you're going to say this, okay?
Yeah.
But, I mean...
Yeah, you just never know, bro. Like, you never know. Those situations can arise. So you said earlier that you were studying the Word, you know, you got up and everything. So what has God been leading you to study recently in your life?
Man, dude, that is unreal that you even asked me that. We are going through a series right now at my church. It is called A Way Out. And there is a plan on the app. If you do not have it, download U version. That is YOUVERSION. It is the app. Like, it is the app that you should always have on your phone. But I was in a plan, dude, and I was held captive by dip. Like, I would dip. Like, I dipped since I was about 12.
Mm-hmm.
And even whenever I gave my heart up to him, dude, like, I still felt that, this had to go. And I tried tons of times. And finally, just it's September now, so August 1st was the day I took my last dip. I've been clean of that ever since, but I am in a plan right now that's called A Way Out. And it has actually opened up my eyes and my heart that God gives hope.
Mm-hmm.
Satan wants to do three things: kill, steal, and destroy. And he will do anything that he can. And so whenever I ask God, I say, God, I want to be your mouth. Speak words through me so I can help you. And bam, dude, I'm done with that. I haven't dipped in the whole entire, it's been a month. It's been a crazy
wow.
month, man, but I am leaning in on God for strength. And, dude, he definitely shows up and shows out each time.
Man.
So it's fantastic.
That's cool, bro. In what ways have you been able to evangelize in the community? Because I know you like to, get the gospel and everything out there. So ways that you've been involved in Life Church TV.
Well, I serve pretty much all day at church on a Sunday, and I also serve in the youth, and it's called Switch, and it's for 6th through 12th grade, and I just feel like I am 16, and it feels so awesome again, because that's just, it just feels cool, and I just feel like I'm able to help direct them and to show them, hey, I was on that same path whenever I was in your shoes, and I want to help you kind of steer off of that. I actually had a kid the other day. He is 18. He is now a student at OSU, but whenever I met him, he was a sophomore, and this kid had no hope. He was just like, dude, I think I'm going to drop out of school. And I was like, no, dude, you do not want that. And I actually was able to help him, dude. I sent scripture to him every day, and I was, he knew that I had his back, and he would call me all the time. And now the dude is at OSU. He is doing fantastic.
Wow.
So shout out to you, Tommy. Shout out to you, Tom. What up, dog? Yeah, man. He's doing fantastic. So, I just love being able to be used, and to be used in a awesome way. Dude, you feel so good, man. So good. It's unreal.
Yeah. So what would be a goal of yours before you do a gig that you would want people and the kids at Switch to walk away remembering? Be while you're setting up your set, you're like, man, I'm about to do this show. Because it's easy for rappers to say, okay, I want them to remember Christ, or I want them to remember the testimony before when they get back in their car. But for DJs, it's a little different, So,
right.
what would be your thoughts on your main goal when you go out to DJ a show for Christ?
That is actually very easy. I want them to know that God is fun, and if you praise God, that you can have so much fun at that. And being a Christian, it's tough.
Mm-hmm.
There's times where it's tough, and you just feel completely weak. But God's fun, man. Whenever you just praise Him and you hear that song, it is the perfect song for what you are into, and you just put your hands up in the air and you are shouting, you just feel good. And I just want them to know that even though it's hard, it's also fun. And I feel like fun is so addicting. Like, if I'm having fun, you're going to have fun. And then you're going to have fun. And then it's just going to start a effect. And everyone's going to have fun. And that's kind of what I want them to know, is that being a follower of Christ is still fun.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't have, like, fun is happy. And so the more happy you are, I feel like the more it's just, like, you just feel good.
Uh-huh. Okay.
That's what I want them to know, is that, man, even though there's hope, even though there's, there's hope and there's strength and, all this awesome stuff, it's still fun. So, yeah.
Okay.
That's what I want them to know.
That's good. Power 106.5, Speak Life Radio, your boy, Pastor Leon Purley, a.k.a. DJ Civil Rights, on the line with DJ Turbo, man. We just hanging out, trying to get deep into what it is next that God wants for DJ Turbo to do for his kingdom. So, who's been the most influential person in your life, thus far?
So far, man, that is a big one. Well, my parents have always had my back. They are very God-like. They have forgiven me tons of times. They have shown love, and they have been my strength whenever I just felt weak. And so so I'm just going to go ahead and say them. But there's also my friend Hal. He's the guy that actually, dude, he is my bro now. He's actually the guy that told me, I'm going to break your leg if you do not come to church. And, dude, I thank God for him, dude, because he is the older bro that I did not have. Bro, I was raised with 4 older sisters.
Wow, that's serious.
Sisters, man. I am the middle child of 9.
That's serious.
Yeah.
Seems like your parents are having fun. You're talking about all this fun with Jesus. Your parents are having fun. I'm never moving to New York now. It's too much fun happening.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. Do you get to go back home, like, to visit?
I have always tried to, but I haven't been able to. But that is a goal, because I need to go back, man. I am such a city boy. It's unreal. It's unreal. Like, I enjoy the state so much, but, dude, I am a city boy at heart for sure.
I want some New York pizza, DJ Turbo.
Bro, it's on fleek, man.
Yeah.
Just off the chain.
Just put some in the baggage, man, and tell Southwest it's for a special pastor / DJ in Tulsa. So it's all gonna work out, man. It's all gonna work out. Hey, tell me, 'cause I've met a lot of people that attend Life Church TV, really, really good people, really good churches and stuff. Is it okay to watch secular TV shows and see certain movies? I want your opinion and everything. I've got the opinion from others that attend the church, and it goes back and forth, and so I want to know what's your take. Is it okay for me to go see Straight Outta Compton? Is it okay for me to watch Family Guy? I haven't had TV in 4 years, so I'm kind of behind. I need DJ Turbo to school me. Like, what can I do and still be acceptable to the Lord?
Man, well, I enjoy my comedy, dude. I love me some shows. I do not watch anything that is I don't watch a lot of stuff that's bad, because I try to keep my heart, as far away, but there is times where, for me to be able to connect with some of the students, there is times where they're like just saying some stuff, and I'm like, well, what is that? And and I was just like, I don't know what that is. They're like, oh my gosh, you have to watch it. And so I will, and I'm like, man, this is dumb. Like, I don't know why even, but I really don't have an opinion on that.
Okay.
But I do know that in July we have a series called At the Movies, and it is off the chain, dude. It's where we show clips of a few films, and they preach the truth from that. And dude, it's unreal how many people know Christ just from that. We have a say in there, and it is we will do anything short of sin to reach people who do not know Christ. To reach people who do not know Christ, we would have to do things that no one else is doing, and I feel like we do that so well. So that's I kind of took that spin off, and that's kind of what I do. I will play a few songs that are clean, but they are, from that scene. And I actually try to put a bridge over the crazy, huge gap that we have. I mean, I jam out to pretty much everything, but my main goal that I feel like I am being called to do is to actually bridge the gap between the stuff that's bad and the stuff that's good, and take that, put my own spin on it, and reach as many people as possible. So if I just will not stop.
Yeah.
If I have to play a song, like there's a song out is so dumb. It goes, "Watch me whip," and so I will play that, and kids will go crazy, man. They will go crazy, and it's unreal. Like, they all know this crazy thing, and they're out there, and I'm just like, this is so cool. So I mean, I will do anything short of sin to help build, because it's all for him, at the end of the day. Like, it's just all for him.
That's good. Okay.
But yeah, I mean, I don't really have, I can't really say, if it's, I just.
Okay, well, do this, DJ Taro. What define the difference between carnality and being lukewarm? Break that down for us.
Man, alright, because that's kind of how I was, man. I would pray and I would do all that stuff, man, but I did not give up the things that I should have. And know exactly what those things are. Like you
Yes.
can hear God just saying, if you want me, like if you want all of me, you got to put all that stuff down. Like you kind of have to, like your hands are full, holding on to all this crap, but he's saying, dude, give me a hug, and you're like, but I can't. I'm holding on to all this crap.
That's good. I like that. That's really good, bro. I'm taking that one from you.
Yeah, sure. So you know exactly what you have to do, and that's it. You have to put that stuff down to embrace him.
Yes. Perfect.
Yes, sir.
That's perfect, bro. So, what are ways, DJ Turbo, the church can do a little better being able to open the doors for us as Christian DJs? Because I know, I'll be honest with you, I've been rebuked before in churches from, the older crowd, people that probably were born in the 1940s, and they looked at me and said, hey, we don't need that DJ stuff, even if you are playing Christian music or whatever in the house of God. What does it take? What is it going to take for churches to kind of trust us and let their guard down? Because of course when people say DJ, like you said earlier, they think, oh, they're in the club, but we're actually in the church. You're in you're actually in the church, and you're helping the kids, reaching out, evangelizing. So what do you think needs to happen for us to be able to walk in? Do we have to call Lecrae and Andy Manil up and say, can we walk in with you guys? And then with the turntables or CDJs, like, what do you think, bro, in your own opinion?
What do I feel?
To be able to get the door open for more of us. Because, I mean, right now, if you call a whole bunch of churches, everyone's not going to say, yes, DJ Turbo, we've been waiting for a Christian DJ. Come on in.
Right. Man, I feel like you kind of have to prove yourself, but at the same time, you kind of have to be sneaky.
Like toss an extra, like toss $100 in the collection plate, sneaky, or say I pay my way, let me set up. Like,
I feel like, man, that right there is tough.
Yeah. Because I've done a lot of shows in Oklahoma, bro, a lot, even in Texas, and I've been shown a lot of love. I think, like I said, I only have one rebuke. I think I have one show where the family members stuck around because they wanted to see what this whole DJ stuff was about. But once I started breakdancing and the kids were like screaming, oh, it's all about Jesus. And then they were like, okay, we can leave now. And so modern day youth ministry, that's how it is. Like the parents pull up, kids jump out, see you later. And then they're off. And so like, once they leave, then, the kids, they're going to say yes to everything. It's like, oh, we just want to hear the music. We want to dance. We want to show off our new Toms and our outfits and stuff. But, like, I mean, what is it that we can do to really, I don't know if we need to fax some letters over or just keep, releasing mixtapes. Like, do you have mixes, right? Yeah, so, like, how do you get your mixes to, like, different churches so people can, like, hear about you and, check you out?
Well, I'm actually the official DJ for Rebirth, and how it's done is that I stay as far away from that as I can, and I allow the people that are good at it, say, hey, we are a group, and about 8 times out of 10, they will allow a group to have a show before they would ever just have me there alone. And so how it goes because that's who I am, and I help. Like, I will get a crowd pumped even if they're 85. I will have them turn up, man. So as soon as the staff sees that, I kind of feel like they're like, hey, this is it, man. This is how it is, And you kind of have to prove yourself, but you kind of have to be sneaky at the same way. So that's kind of what I do. But I mean, I'm sure there's a few others that have their own way or whatever. But that's kind of how because I have been told no.
Yeah.
I've been told straight up, like, heck no. all right.
It gets kind of serious sometimes, man. I've been told no and rebuked, and one time I was trying to, set up my DJ stuff, and they were like rebuking me while I'm setting everything up, and I was just like, what is this? I don't understand, and so I don't know. It's all good. So let's switch topics for a second. Police brutality that's going on. A lot of police shootings and stuff. What's your take on that? Like, how does that make you feel as a believer in the faith, DJ Turbo? Like, all of the stuff that you're seeing. I know we're living in the end times, but man, it's been crazy.
Man, it is extremely scary.
Yes.
Because it seems like every time you turn on the TV, dude, it is there, and it sucks, man. Like, it sucks so bad. But Scripture says, do not worry about anything. Instead, pray about what?
Everything.
That's exactly what I do. Every time I see it, man, I just say, God, man, you know what is going on. You know that this is not good, Lord, but I do know that you have a plan for everything. So if this is your plan, God, please just give the people involved peace. Surround them. Just have them know that you are there. And that's all I can do, man. But it is terrifying, but you did just say we are in the end times. So it's kind of like I'm excited, but then I am scared because I'm like, there's so many people that do not know Christ, and I only have 24 hours in a day, and I need about 4 hours to sleep.
Yeah. I need that good 10 though. I need that good 10.
I do need about 4 to 6. I would be happy if I had 8, but there is times where I only get maybe just a few, and I am not a very happy dude.
Yeah, eyes are all droopy and everything. It's it's hard. I can't stay up like I used to, man. My college days at ORU, it's just my body's just not the same, man. If I had the Old Testament body where I could be like 912 years old, then I would be okay. But 32 is hard, man. 32 is hard, and so go ahead.
No, I'm actually glad you said that. Could you explain to me how they were able to live that long? Like, I've been asked that, dude, and I have tried to find it, man. I have not been...
Yeah, absolutely. I believe that this is what happened. When Adam and Eve had sinned, right? It was like the beginning stages. In life, everything is a growth season of growth. Right. And so I think even with sin, like, how, like, what we were talking about earlier, you do a little sin, and then the iniquities adds on to that. So you may start off when you're born, and a kid doesn't know anything about sin, and then when they come into the age of accountability, then you don't even have to teach them how to do wrong. And so they start doing small things like, they're playing with the GI Joes, and they took Brian's GI Joe, and then next thing you know, they get a little older and they're seeing what's on social media, and before you know it, they're killing someone, and they're in prison. I know it got kind of crazy, but you follow me with this. So I believe in the garden, when Adam and Eve had fallen, it was the beginning stages of sin. And so the people weren't as affected like they are now, because you look at all of the generations that have passed. And so back then, it was like sin was still, prominent and evident in the land, but people were able to live a lot longer, because remember, Adam and Eve would have never died if they didn't eat from the tree. They were created to live forever. And so when they sin and caused sin activated death, and from that moment on, every generation just kept getting worse and worse and worse. So even now, you see sin growing so rampantly, years have been cut down because of rebellion towards God. So you went from 900, 800, 700. Now we're blessed if we see 100. And if you look at the news, DJ Turbo, people are dying before they even get turn 21. So I believe there's gonna come a time where 10 will be the new 100, if you know what I mean. Yeah, it just keeps it keeps cutting down and cutting down. But I truly do believe that it's because when sin first surfaced, it was something that wasn't even supposed to happen, but it happened. God already had the plan predestined way before we even knew it. Jeremiah 1 verse 5 tells us, before I knew you, before you were even in your mother's womb, I knew you. So I believe that's what happened. And so we're living in the time now where 100 is like, wow, can we get to 100? But it's getting cut back, man. Like, from 900 on down. So that shows you how long we've been around, man. Like, it just continues to cut down. But yeah, that's what I would say in my opinion biblically.
Come on, woo!
See?
That was probably the best. That was fantastic. I was not expecting that at all, man. You brought the fire, bro.
Yeah, because hashtag fire, hashtag DJ Turbo's in the building, hashtag all I know is the word when the turntables stop. Wow, bro. That's a blessing, man. So tell me, man, what's the most, important thing in youth ministry, since God has opened that door for you to be able to, work with the youth and take out time with them? Like, when you go home at night, what really fulfills your spirit that you gave back? Even if there was no such thing as DJing, what would be that one thing about youth ministry that you just enjoy so much being with those kids?
Bro, just the fact that I get to feel, just the fact that I am a grown man, and for about 2 to 3 hours a week, I get to put away all my anxiety, all my stress and stuff, that I actually get to be a kid again, and a kid with responsibilities, it's just it is a fantastic feeling just to be able to feel like you are the same age as them, and you actually get to play a part in that role, dude. You were handpicked by God to be where you are at that time. So you should take it with all that you can. You should give it all that you got. Because if not, man, that is just time that is gone. So you are handpicked for that time. So you should always put everything you have. And I just enjoy that, just being able to put all of me into everything that I do, even if I impact, 20 or a ton or perhaps even just a few. That was part of God's awesome plan for them. And I am forever, ever happy that God chose me.
Wow.
So, yeah.
That's big. Yeah. That's big. Man, I like that. I like that. 3 more questions, bro.
Sure,
3 more questions, man. Where do you want God to take you DJ-wise, you know, to the next level? Like, what would be the ideal, like, you woke up one day and you're like, man, God, like, I cannot believe you put me in this position. What would that look like in the eyes of DJ Turbo? I know for me, it was at one time to be Lecrae's tour DJ. That was something that I was like, that would have been awesome.
That would be sick. Well, I do know from experience that whenever we plan, it can go completely wrong. Like, I was actually planning on me being a pastor, and I felt God, you know, I was like, all right, dude, this is it. And whenever I applied and they said no, I got extremely upset, dude. I was kind of like, well, like, you guys are wrong, you know, because God has assured me. And then God straight up said, hey, look, I gave you a talent in the first, like, you asked for this, and so now this is what you will do. And, man, that's kind of where I'm at now. Like, I am pursuing being able to spit some hits for him. And that is my for sure thing. But where do I see myself? Man, I think it'd be pretty sick if I was able to collaborate with every big time DJ that is there. I'm talking about like the one for Hillsong. I'm talking about the one for Lecrae, and you know, for all of them. I think it'd be sick just for me to sit in a room and just to pick every one of their brains and be like, dude, how do you do this, or how do you do that, or can I do, you know, I think that would be cool. That would be where I would be like, man, God, you are awesome. This is so cool. This is off the chain. You are fantastic, you know. But still, I mean, wherever I'm at now, man, I'm still going to give him all the glory because he deserves it. So I am definitely enjoying the season I'm in now. I feel like I am in this time, you know, for me to grow more, so that I can help God be his mouth, and that's where I am now. So I am excited to just be here now.
Man, that's good. That's a blessing. Define success for me, DJ Turbo.
Define success?
Yeah, to you.
To me. Define success to me. Define success. Man, just in July, I had a student that I knew from Switch that I probably only talked to maybe about 5 times. He came to me and said, hey, look, I want to take a step and I want to declare my faith and I want to be dipped in the pool. And I said, man, that's freaking awesome. That's so cool, blah, blah. And he goes, but I want you to do that. And I feel like that was the most successful thing I ever was able to do. To be able to baptize him, to be used to help show the world that this kid, this student, at the age of 14 wanted to take that step and to show the world that he was following God, and that like I felt on top of the world. So just me being able to be used, dude, that is definitely, like, that's how I would define success, is to just be used.
Wow, that's good, bro. That's huge. Like, a Christian DJ gets to baptize someone, man. Like, that's really big. Like, that's something I've always wanted to do. I've led people to Christ through the leading of the Holy Spirit, but I've never had the opportunity to actually officially baptize somebody. There was one time where I got upset at these people that were unsaved walking by, and I was watering the grass, and I almost sprayed them and thought that would count. But that technically wasn't what God had in mind. So maybe next time, bro. But that is something on a serious note. I would love to do that. I would love to baptize somebody, not just to say I baptize somebody, but I mean, when you read scriptures and Jesus, like, go out and make disciples and go out and baptize and in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, it's like those are the things you want to do. But of course you can't just, just grab somebody and just do it. They have to, like the kid said, be willing to want to move forward. So that's pretty awesome, bro. All right, so you ready for the loaded question of the night?
Yeah, man. Let's go.
Okay, man. When it's all said and done, after, man, you've DJ'd, you've done youth ministry, you worked your job, you, I don't know, you spent time with family, you've eaten Snicker bars and Skittles and seen movies and voted for Kanye West for president. I mean, when it's all said and done, what type of legacy does DJ Turbo want to leave behind for the youth ministry, for Live Church TV, for your family, for your friends, all the DJs around the world, all the artists around the world? What kind of legacy do you want to leave behind to be remembered by?
Ooh, that is a lovely question.
Yo.
Man. So what do I want